Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're pulling back the curtain on a pretty controversial secret in the real estate world: how you can build a rental empire without actually owning a single property.
Just imagine it for a second, profiting from property month after month and building a real income stream that could seriously change your financial picture.
Now here's the kicker. What if I told you that you don't need that huge down payment? You don't need a perfect credit score. You don't even need a mortgage to do it. It sounds almost too good to be true, doesn't it?
Well, this isn't just some crazy theory. We're going to see exactly how it works by following the journey of someone we'll call Jenny. She's an aspiring entrepreneur who decided to just go for it, head first.
So let's meet Jenny. Now, like a lot of people in the US and the UK, she's trying to find a way to make some extra income. But she keeps running into the same brick wall. Buying property is just insanely expensive.
While she was looking for other options, Jenny stumbled onto this really powerful business model. It was a strategy that seemed to just flip the entire real estate game on its head.
And this is the secret sauce she found. It's called rental arbitrage. The idea is actually brilliantly simple. You sign a normal, long-term lease on an apartment, say for 12 months, but instead of living there yourself, you turn around and list it on a short-term rental site like Airbnb. You get to control the property without ever having to own it. And the math is what makes this whole thing tick. Think about it. If the money Jenny makes from all her Airbnb guests each month is more than what she pays for her fixed monthly rent and her other costs, like utilities and cleaning, that difference, well, that's pure profit that goes right into her pocket.
But, a great idea is one thing. Actually making it happen is another thing entirely. So Jenny found this 4-step blueprint that could turn this concept into a real functioning business, a plan that actually works in competitive markets all over the world.
Now, what's so interesting here is how this breaks a huge venture down into 4 steps you can actually manage. And I want you to look closely at step 1, get permission. This is absolutely critical. It's the foundation of the whole thing. You can't just do this behind the landlord's back. You have to go to them with a professional business proposal showing them how it benefits them, things like guaranteed rent every month and the fact their property will be professionally cleaned constantly.
Okay, so what about startup costs? This number here, $3,500, gives you a pretty typical idea of what Jenny might have to spend in a market like the US. And remember, this isn't to buy the place. This is for everything else. Your first month's rent, the security deposit, some decent furniture, and all those initial supplies you need to make the place look great online and get it ready for your first guest.
And this chart really paints a picture of what a good month could look like financially. So let's break it down. The biggest piece of the pie, 55%, that goes straight to the landlord for rent. Makes sense. Then about 15% covers all those other expenses, cleaning fees, Wi-Fi, stocking toilet paper, you name it. And that last 30%, that beautiful slice right there, that's Jenny's potential take-home profit.
Okay, but if it was really that easy, everybody would be doing it, right? It's definitely not just passive income and easy money. Jenny learned really fast that with that potential for a great reward, there is also some significant, very real risks involved.
And this slide really puts the dream side by side with the cold, hard reality. That dream of passive income gets challenged pretty quickly by the very hands-on work of dealing with city regulations. And that high vacancy risk, that's the real stress of having to pay rent out of your own pocket when the apartment is sitting empty because you don't have any bookings.
And let's be really clear about these hurdles. A lot of cities have super strict rules. Some even cap short-term rentals at 90 days a year, which could just completely tank your profits. And guests today, their expectations are through the roof. Just 1 or 2 bad reviews can make your listing practically invisible. And wear and tear, that isn't just about cleaning. We're talking about scuffed walls, a stained couch, a broken coffee maker, all of which you're on the hook to fix, like yesterday.
So after walking this path, with all the highs and the lows, what is the ultimate takeaway from Jenny's adventure into the world of Airbnb arbitrage?
This quote from an actual entrepreneur who's doing this stuff really just says it all. This is not a get-rich-quick scheme. It is absolutely not a source of passive income. You're starting a real, demanding hospitality business, and that comes with all the customer service, the marketing, and the day-to-day operations work that any business requires. So at the end of the day, success in this game isn't about getting lucky. It's about doing deep market research to find that perfect property, having a solid plan B for your finances when things go wrong, and this is maybe the most important part, being a fantastic, responsive host who gives every single guest an amazing experience.
And that brings us right here to the final question. The secret's out.
You know the model. You know it can work. The real decision isn't about whether it's possible. It is. The real question is whether you are ready to take on the risk.